Hello Year 9 and welcome to your English lesson. Your learning objective today is based on a character within the play of Macbeth, and that character is Lady Macbeth. And when you examine Lady Macbeth during the course of your lesson today, I want you to have in mind the different characters that might be similar to her in movies or programs that you've watched, or for some of you it might be games that you've played. And at the end of the lesson you will be able to write an analysis or an opinion on what you think so far of Lady Macbeth. You'll see in your book that there are a selection of sheets provided for you. There are quotes with missing words on those sheets. And using the extract from the play, you will do some investigation by finding those missing words from the quotes and writing them in. After that, you will also be looking at some of the writing techniques within the play, and we will have a discussion on that. Now, because Shakespeare is written in Old English, we will also discuss, and I will support you in looking at any strange words. Using the dictionary to help you, I'd like you to find all the key theme words within the play. Write down their definition so that you have that for your reference for every single lesson moving forward. And remember, today you are simply developing your idea on who Lady Macbeth is and what she's about and how she fits into the context of the play. Okay? Now, some of the themes are, for example, supernatural. Okay, that's just one example that I will give you. Yeah, we're going to be looking at probably about 6. All right, so once you've done that, then we can move forward and have a discussion on how that fits in with quotes, the themes, and also any descriptive word, which is the writer's language, how that all fits into the context of the play. Now, once we've had that discussion, I've heard some of your ideas, making sure that you are understanding, what is going on in the lesson and the character of Lady Macbeth, then we'll move on to your main task. And your main task is also being provided for you in your book, and it's in the form of what we call a grid, or some will say a table. Now, the question on that grid is, what is Macbeth like? What is Lady Macbeth, like? And you will see that you'll be using the PEE method, which is the point, the evidence, and the explanation method to completing that grid. Okay? So, for example, in the point section, you will put the word, for example, like ruthless or cruel. Okay, because these are the words that you are associating with Lady Macbeth in terms of what is she like. Now, when you've done that, you then need to find an appropriate quote that you think will be fitting for that point, and then you'll need to explain why you've chosen it and how that all fits in. So can you see that by doing that, you would already be in the form of practicing to answer exam questions, because in your GCSE exams you are most likely to provide information in that way. If you have a point, that's fine. What's your evidence of that point, and how are you going to explain why you've chosen it? We will then share ideas. I will listen to the ideas of what you have, and you will then formulate a paragraph on Lady Macbeth, and that will then be the end of your lesson. And in that, you will see that you have read, you've understood, you've used quotations to help you to understand a character and how to respond to the question of how much is Lady Macbeth to blame for the downfall of her husband in Macbeth. Thank you, Year 9s.